Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down here for this offense. Handoff to the back. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You got to be careful of creating one-on-one opportunities against this offense. You start to get your safeties down a little bit close to the line of scrimmage, you're going to create one-on-one chances, and this quarterback is good enough to make you pay for it.
Here's the second down play. And here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The pocket, and he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Freshman trying to take his shot, but put too much on the throw.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And they get the completion.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And the Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Blue Devils pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Schmidt. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
It's caught downfield. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And they'll get him down that time. Second down and goal upcoming. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They're set now to try the PAT. And it's up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line. It's a 1st and 10 play. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Kirk come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties in a big...
Oh, and he fumbles. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Well, it's a good job by the...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Receiver in motion now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that 1st down.
Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. That sack sets up a 3rd down play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he comes up just short of his 1st down, but a nice job of picking up some yards on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't quite enough to pick up the 1st down, but he gives them a chance.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs. The offense with plenty of field to work with, backed up close to their own end zone. And now the handoff. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent? This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3?
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Incomplete. He was good as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. The last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. Let's see how they play this one. He's running out of time here. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. Game moves the ball to the 43. First down coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Pressure is coming. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
He'll hand it off. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. Backed up to the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and long.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's looking to scramble. Finds room at the 30. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's looking deep here. Catch made wide open way downfield. Touchdown, Panthers. Made the defense look slow that time. And now they'll set up for the point after. It's blocked. And they grab it. It's a live ball here.
Man, that one hurts, especially as you're trying to close the gap just before halftime.
After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner steps out at the 20. That's where the offense will take over. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. You have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. On first down, it's play action. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Game moves the ball to the 38. Another first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Quarterback looking to scramble. He's found some room at the 45. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's going to take off here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to...
And he lofts it toward the sideline. Touchdown, FIU. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And looking for a big play here. And the ball is picked off. Can he take it all the way? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Florida International. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. One more play before they head to the locker room. Gonna run it. It's Schneider. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. Play action here on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
He's back to throw again on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And now another deep ball here. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. First down, looking to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. And the Blue Devils looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous.
Well, he extended the play, but doesn't find the receiver open and goes down.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Launching it. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's 4th down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Pass rush closing in. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today, Chris.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. He's moving out of the pocket now. Slides to avoid the big hit. The Blue Devils looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. The offense won with the hurry up. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. But the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down. And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Grab down the middle. It's Lewis. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a 1st down. The Blue Devils come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Now it's 2nd down here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but pick set up the offense at the 35.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And now from the pistol formation. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Looks to his left and makes the completion. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Quarterback still with the football. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressured.
Here's the handoff. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it.
325.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. And the beatdown continues. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. When he's got some space here. Heads out of bounds. They'll spot it at the 37. It's a good return. Duke's offense heads back out of the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking for a deep completion. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27. And the Blue Devils will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Lewis. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. The Blue Devils trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception on the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. he better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And now the defense able to bring him down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And it's picked off in the end zone. Now they get set to kick it away.
41-23.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Look at this. An end around to start the drive. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Hey, I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands. I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
That pass falls incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. And there's the handoff. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back, bringing pressure, using his legs here, avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Second down after that previous play. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Some hard running there through a tackle. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he's got it at the 15. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Blue Devils offense heads back out onto the field now. And looking to throw now on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Solid tackle, able to get him down. And the Blue Devils hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Third down, out of the shotgun. Throws to the tight end. He's got a man down the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down.
He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Duke. This offense really clicking.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's at the 50. Now the 40. Past the 20. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. When have you ever seen that before? As the two-point try backfires big time. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's intercepted. The last thing they could afford. Not a long return, but the pick. Possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
That's the last thing that you can afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Hit just as he throws the ball. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Takes the handoff, looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. Fourth down conversion gives him a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. They get to the line quickly. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Now the try for the two-point conversion. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Nowhere to run up the middle. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They'll tackle him for a small gain. Needed a lot more on 3rd and long. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And that sets up a return. The coverage team brings down the returner. Big guys up front, lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Schneider. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Snags a quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Touchdown, Duke. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So it comes down to this, late in the game, a 2-point conversion to tie this up and potentially force overtime. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Intercepted in the end zone. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era.